Hello, lecturer, and hello, everyone. I'm from Group 1, and today we are going to present to you Case 1 on BAE Automated Systems, Denver International Airport Baggage Handling System. Here is our content. We will be covering 5 items. First one is introduction. Second will be the need to have BAE Automated Baggage Handling System. Third will be problems and failures. Fourth is recommend the solution. And last but not least, conclusion. So let's start with introduction. In the mid-1970s, Stapleton International Airport, which is now known as Denver International Airport, was in need of expansion. According to the case, Denver's geographic location and the growing size of its population and commerce made it an attractive location for airline hubbing operations. Denver International Airport has housed for airlines hubs more than any other airport in the United States. The airport was hoped to be a technologically advanced, state-of-the-art structure to draw business, import federal capital, and the creation of new jobs with bonded debts to overcome the short-term decline in the economy, to revive the Colorado economy, and a master showcase for public works department. Denver International Airport was the first major airport to be built in the United States since the opening of the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport in 1974. And it was originally contracted by the United Airlines to cover its operation. And later on, BAE was awarded the contract to implement the baggage handling system. Denver International Airport was known to be its nation's largest airport, which was to be designed for steadying traffic flow in all weather conditions, to comprise a terminal with east and west buildings joined by an atrium structure, 3 concourses, and automated underground people mover, and 5 parallel 12,000-foot long runway on which as many as 1,750 planes could take off and land daily. And the original scheduled opening date was in October 1993, but because there were problems with the implementation of the baggage system, forced delays in the opening of the airport 3 times in 7 months. And as we know that Denver International Airport is a grand airport, so it needs a complex baggage handling system because it was still having problems with implementation. In May 1994, a German firm, Logplan, was hired to help assess the state of the automated baggage system, and they found that there are mechanical and electrical problems, and also suggested that Denver International Airport to have a backup baggage system built. And building this grand airport, they also hope to have an ultimate build-out projected for the year 2020, which is this year, to include up to 12 full-service runways, to have more than 200 gates, and also have the capacity of 110 million passengers annually. And the 3 concourses of the airport are: Concourse A is Continental Airlines, Concourse B is United Airlines, and Concourse C is still available back then. So I believe nowadays there are many mixed airlines in Concourse C. And as you can see, here are some pictures of Denver International Airport, we can see that it's a very huge airport and very well designed. You can see the hall inside there, and also the lower corner to the right is the baggage handling system, the automated one. And the need to have baggage handling system. The initial project design of the airport did not incorporate an airport-wide baggage system, because back then the airport expected that the individual airlines will have to build their own systems, as in most other American airports still continue doing and also have been doing. And but at that time, when the United Airlines, they already had BAE to help them install the baggage system in the Concourse B for them. So seeing like that, the head of the project, they started propose this airport wide baggage system to be installed for the whole airport to use the same things. So it will ease the time consuming to do the baggage. And the case also says that the larger the airport, the more critical the efficient handling of baggage. And this airport-wide integrated baggage handling system was expected to improve the ground time efficiency, reduce close-out time for hub operations, and decrease time-consuming manual baggage sorting and handling. Meaning to say, the system needs to be effective in delivering bags to and from passengers, efficient in terms of operating reliability, maintainability, and flexibility, to reduce the manpower which was required to distribute bags to the correct locations, and last but not least, capable of directing bags from the main terminal through a tunnel into a remote concourse and directly to a gate. And that is all for my part. The next item will be presented by another member of my group. Thank you so much.
Again, I will continue the presentation by telling about the problem happening in the project which caused the Denver International Airport project cannot finish on time. First of all, hardships occur when the United Airlines baggage system was expanded to be an integrated baggage system for the whole airport. The new expanded project consumes longer time to be finished due to its complexity and the consumption of more resources. Besides this, some construction already completed needed to be taken out and reinstalled to accommodate the expanded system. The second problem is relating to the change in key players in the project. Shortly after the negotiation of the new baggage system, the head of the Denver International Airport project resigned. Plus, the chief airport engineering slinger was dead and replaced by Gail Edmond. Although Gail, a new chief airport engineer, know how the project was organized, she didn't know much about the actual construction, which caused some difficulties during period of commencing the integrated baggage system. The third problem is about time frame. The new expanded system needed more time because of its complexity. However, when there were 6 months prior to the opening the airport, there was still equipment movement, changing control, and changing software regardless of the commitment that it is supposed to be frozen. The fourth problem is the supply of resource from the city itself. The city of Denver is not able to supply enough clean electricity to the new baggage system, although it is a crucial material for building the system. The last but not least problem is the problem at the working site. A truck from the contractor building Concourse blocked BAE's work site, although the plant science gave the highest priority to the BAE company in finishing the baggage system. In addition, the chemical fume at the working site forced BAE workers to flee as well. To sum up, all of these problems are the challenges for BAE company to get the baggage system finished on time. So that is all for my part.
Recommendation, the solution. There are three lessons that we should learn from Danvers. The first one is listen when people say it is not going to work. The expert involved in the project already told the city of Danvers that the plan was too complex and needed flexible study on it and would consume more time, but the city but the city just decided to pursue it anyway, especially with the automated baggage handling system, which BAE proposed for another 1 year, but the proposal was rejected. The city was stuck on without changing the proposed timeline. Number 2, don't wait to involve all parties affected by the project. The city of Denver should have all project stakeholders involved since the beginning of the project. From day one, the key stakeholders were excluded from the initial decision making, which shows us it really is an open invitation for failure. It is an essential that we include stakeholders from day one to avoid wasting time and money. Don't make the same mistake of waiting until halfway through a project to collect virtual requirement. Number 3, be aware of the Big Bang project meant to change the world. Learn to take small steps to successfully reach the end goal. BAE system should have tested the new automatic system in section to make sure it would work before implementing it throughout the rest of the airport. The final product fell short of everyone's expectation. The best way to get big results is to first ensure you can create a successful minimal virtual product. Once your MVP works well, repeat the process on a larger playing ground, slowly scaling effort until you reach the end goal. The next part is the conclusion, consequence of the failure. We are in this slide, we're talking about the expectation opening October 1993, but then prolonged until 28 February 1995. And B talk about the problem delay. The opening time 16 months cost BAE to pay $12,000 a day penalty. And C implemented cost $1.7 billion price tag. And D final cost more than double to $4.5 billion. For the conclusion, we are often faced with a situation in which we lack the prior experience to know how to proceed with the certainty. The way in which we respond to those situations can spell differences between success and failure. The first step lies in recognizing the situation and Slinger, the project management team, and BAE senior manager seem to have fallen at the first hurdle. Had they recognized their lack of knowledge and the uncertainty they were facing, they could have a number of steps that they would have reduced the risk. Chief among those steps would have been listen to those who did have the necessary prior knowledge. The bright side of the story is that in February 1995, DAI did eventually open and split using a lightly manual trolley-based system. The airport proved to be an operational success. Thank you for your attention.